Hello YouTubers, welcome to vlog number 125. It is Motivation Monday, Soup Monday, ready to go, start off the week right, because remember, look good, feel good, row good, insert any other activity in the third. Hope everyone else's week has started off to a good one. Let's get going. So today is, we're going to train at Dorney Lake, going to get the GoPro on that boat. Unfortunately the backstay rigger mount decided not today and snapped off, so that will not be being used unless I get another one soon. Probably will. Apart from that, really exciting day. The skies are very blue. There is not a cloud in the sky. The sun is out. Ready to get going. So let's get to Dorney Lake nice and safe. In the car, just waiting on Ollie so we can get to Dorney Lake. And I have a different smoothie today. Remember, I mentioned that I would try a different smoothie because the strawberry and banana, I had been having that for 4 or 5 weeks straight with a little bit of variation. But today I've went for mango pineapple milk yogurt protein powder. It's a chocolate protein powder. It's alright. I think I need more pineapple because I can't taste it. But remember, variation can really help with motivation, and just small things like this can really affect your day. But let's get now to Dorney Lake. And we've made it to Dorney Lake. Now it's time to get on the water. Let's get going. And we've made it into the crew room. Oh no, wait, there is no crew room here. We're on top of Fraser's car. Oh yeah. Got my tuna déjeuner sandwiches, so that's just 4 or 5 tins of tuna, a loaf of bread, tin of déjeuners, mustard, no, just Dijon mustard, and a tub of mayonnaise.
Is that lengthways sliced bread?
Lengthwise sliced bread, because I have a patent on that. How was the sesh, Fraser?
That was a good session. Water is sweet, weather is sweet. Just trying to find some extra speed in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, buddy, because that's why we're here at Dorney Lake, just trying to refine some stuff, because with like qualifiers and whatnot going on at Henley, the water can be interesting. So we're back there at some point this week, but right now we're focusing on the marginal gains. Oh yeah, probably take the bungee off soon. But we'll see. Alright. And just eating the food, because remember, food is fuel. Hashtag FIF. And then we'll get back on the water soon enough. While all the guys are at Sainsbury's getting some other fuel, we'll get to resting. Alright, see you in a second. Hello everybody and welcome to Motivation Monday Erg Thoughts. Once again, as we lift the boat off the rack, walking down towards the water on Dorney Lake, where the 2012 Olympics were held for rowing. And today's quote for Motivation Monday is, we're going a little bit in a different direction, still motivating nonetheless. So this quote is from Will Rogers, an American actor, columnist, social commentator. The quote is, "Don't let yesterday take up too much of today." Nice and simple. So I'll say that again. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. So I've spoken a lot about sort of target setting and whatnot in previous Motivation Monday vlogs, and how you can sort of set your targets, whether it's in small chunks, long-term goals, short-term goals, mid-term goals, stretch goals, whatever kind of goal you have. But this is talking a little bit different about don't let yesterday take up too much of today. So perhaps you have you've reached a period of time where that goal is. So I'll use myself as an example. So for example, we get to November, we get the trials, and it does not succeed. I don't hit the target, I don't hit the goal that I have. Okay, so what do I do from there? What happens if I don't quite make the goal? Well, Will Rogers is trying to tell us something here. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. So just what it's talking about here is
and how I'm interpreting it is just, so for example, if I don't meet a target, if I don't meet a goal, or if something's happened yesterday, you cannot go back in time. You cannot go backwards. You cannot you can try and fix things as much as you like, but in reality, you can't go back in time and fix something that happened yesterday, happened last week, last month. You can't change what has already happened. So therefore, don't let what has happened in the past take up too much of today, of the present, living in the moment. So for example, we'll go with Sunday blues. That could happen every Sunday, and then you get to Monday and it's gone. It's all gone, and then you're going to the next day. If you don't meet a target, if you don't give that dog a biscuit, it's too late. That time has passed now, and you now have to live in the present. And that is one of the main things about enjoyment, about motivation, is finding ways to really engage yourself in the present. So you can't let things go on, things that are outside of your control, like things that have happened previously, affect your attitude too much. Obviously, a lot of things can happen and you have to deal with whatever comes your way, but by being able to sort of compartmentalize things and say, okay, that has happened in the past, I have not reached my target for this time period or whatever you've set up for yourself, this is what I'm going to do differently. And therefore, so you think about it, you set new goals, and you go for it again. And therefore, you run on more motivation, rather than say, I don't meet my target in November, and then say, oh my goodness. Well, now what am I going to do? Now I'm just going to sit here and mope around and have some bad practices, have some bad sort of rowing sessions, bad times, and that could end up just taking weeks off of potential improvements. And that applies to all sorts of not just rowing, all sorts of activities, work spaces, everywhere. It's just not letting, it doesn't have to necessarily be the bad things either. You can't sort of, yes, it could be a bad, or you might not meet that target, or maybe you blow that target out the water and you're really proud of yourself, and then you are now king of the world or queen of the world, and you're all set up to perform really well. But really, it is what happens in the present that sets you up right now. It isn't necessarily, so for example, let's say I go in November and blow out a 520, and I'm just like, right, everything's going to happen for me now, and that is it. No, that's not how it works. I can't just dwell on what's just happened. I have to keep on pushing the physical capabilities of myself, keep on pushing my fitness, keep on pushing my strength, and keep on improving my techers. And these are all things that I have to do personally, but maybe it applies to you in a different way, but you could get the drift. So say it's at work, and you've met your sales targets, you've really smashed it in the face, but what happens next? You can't just sit back and be like, well, last month I sold more dog biscuits than everybody else, so this month it's just gonna take care of itself. No, you have to kind of look at it like, well, that has happened, I've proved what I can do. Either can I smash that target again, or can I equal that, let's for example say PB of targets. And that's kind of what Will Rogers is trying to get at. Just don't let yesterday take up too much of today. It's living in the moment and not letting either big targets in the future dictate or use up too much of your present mind. And again, the opposite way of what Will Rogers is really saying about letting the past, or letting yourself dwell on the past, whether it is good or bad, too much, and taking you out of present mind at this very moment. Hopefully that came across how I wanted it to during Motivation Monday. This quote really sort of hit me, because I've spoken a lot about sort of future targets and all that, and I think it's just a little bit different. I'm talking about the past, and so that's why I chose the title of today's video about dealing with failures. So it's kind of similar, kind of applies here. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed Motivation Erg Thoughts on the boat, thoughts wherever you feel like you want to call it, on this different camera angle. We'll see you after I'm finished this workout.
And we've made it out of the water after that session. It's absolutely roasting. I couldn't believe it. Oh, it's supposed to be it's supposed to be like 400 degrees this week. Some sort of heat wave. Approximately 110 Fahrenheit for you American viewers. About 40 degrees for the non-American viewers, give or take. Give or take 10. But that means we have to be extra vigilant with hydration, extra vigilant with sun cream, and just taking care of ourselves even more. If that means wearing a wet top on my head, so be it, to keep myself in the shade, because recovery is key, food is fuel, and taking care of yourself is of maximum importance coming up to a race. Would you agree, Fraser?
Yeah, absolutely. It is hot. It's very hot.
Very, very hot, especially when you're fair-haired and very pale-skinned. Oh God, it's going to be a tough week. Leave your comments below for any tips on dealing with the heat, whether it's on a boat or not on a boat. I think I might get some electrolyte drink related business instead of just plain water to replenish those electrolytes. Jacob, how was the sesh?
Well, you know, it's pretty good. Just having a fun time out there with the boys. You know, it's a bit hot today, but we're getting pucks deep, and it was a good row.
Agreed with Jacob there, and as you can see from his unitan, he's never rode shirts down, which is a positive thing, taking care of that skin, and obviously sun creaming up the rest of his arms and shoulders, head, face, neck, ears, toes, shoulders, etc. But now it's time to go back to Leander for some food, because #FIF. Let's get to it! And we've made it back to Leander Club. I think it's getting hotter. It's at least 206 million degrees. Oh my goodness! I need some water and some sun cream on. How can it? Ah. But on a serious note, definitely need more water, definitely need more sun cream on. Luckily, both sessions done already. It's just a little bit of weights. Indoor session next. Let's get to some food, because food is fuel. Let's do it! And we've made it into the crew room, obviously for some fuel. Chicken, potatoes, some veg. Unfortunately, it's all gone. Jacob, how was lunch?
It's pretty good. You know, just lay the body, put all the food down, and go into the second period. I think we're just gonna get a little bit of dessert, make sure we put that down, get pucks deep, and lay the body.
Yeah, buddy. That's the Canadian Jacob Barker right there. And Jack as well. How's your lunch?
Good. It's good. Food is fuel. Just grinds.
Absolutely fantastic. And now we're going to head to go to the weights room and see what we're up to. Might video it, might not. We'll see. Let's get to it. Okay, and that is us outside of Leander Club, heading to weights at Buchan today to talk to the weights coach and do some weights there. Got my shoes ready to rock and roll. But that'll be it for the rest of Motivation Monday. Hopefully you have been motivated a little bit with a little chat there as well while we were rowing along in the second session. Just gotta keep yamming all day, every day. Because remember as well, Suit Monday, Motivation Monday, look good, row good, feel good, or look good, feel good, row good. Any other activity in the third. And also remember, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that like button, and have a good one.